Hi, I'm Arthur Bright with today's Bright Moment. I'm hanging out with my buddy Melody here. And today I want to talk to you about my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm going to tell you why Cleveland rocks. It actually was started almost 20 years to the day after the signing of the Declaration of Independence on July 22nd, 1796. And it was named after a guy named Moses Cleveland. Next summer, we're going to be hosting the Republican National Convention at our brand new, beautiful convention center. And of course, Ohio is the swing state, so it's going to be very important to next year's election. The convention center is just part of our rebirth downtown. So many new hotels, restaurants, nightclubs, condos. You come to Cleveland, you got to get downtown. It's exciting. It's vibrant. You want to talk about arts? Very few cities can match what Cleveland can as far as the arts. Let's look at music first. For decades, Cleveland has been the home of the Cleveland Orchestra, world-renowned Cleveland Orchestra. They play at two beautiful venues. One is Severance Hall right at University Circle and Blossom Music Center for their spring, summer, and fall concerts outside. Blossom also hosts all different types of musical acts. Two great places to truly experience music. But of course, if you're going to talk about music in Cleveland, you got to talk rock and roll. It's where the term rock and roll was coined by disc jockey Alan Freed and was the home and the site of the first rock and roll concert called the Moondog Coronation Ball. And you come to the shores of Lake Erie for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Just magnificent, terrific things to be seen. We also have a wonderful theater district. We've got the Hanna Theater, the State Theater, the Ohio Theater, the Palace, all different types of live acts, musical acts, whatever you'd want to see. Museums, we've got the Crawford Auto Museum, Natural History Museum, Art Museum, Health Museum in the University Circle area. Come on downtown, right next to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is the Great Lakes Science Center. So just wonderful things to be seen. And as far as getting around the transportation of this town, we got a great freeway system and probably a rapid transit system second to none. So getting around this town really is very, very easy. Now, as far as sports, we got three major sports teams. First one I want to talk about is Cleveland Cavaliers. This was their original jersey, and in my opinion, still the best. But you know what? We'll take whatever we can get to get that winner. Got a guy named LeBron. You might have heard of him. It's supposed to be pretty good. And the team is stacked this year. So we are so excited about getting back to the finals and getting the title this year. We've got a baseball team called the Cleveland Indians. And I want to tell you about two of them, two former Indians. One of them was Bob Feller. Bob Feller was probably the greatest right-hander of all time, 3 no-hitters. And he missed 4 years from ages 21 to 25 so he could serve our country in World War II, and he never regretted it. The other guy is a guy named number 14, Larry Doby. Larry Doby was the American League Jackie Robinson. He was the first person to break the color barrier in the American League and went through much of the same thing that Jackie Robinson did. Those two men, Bob Feller and Larry Doby, truly, as I talk about, were ordinary people who did extraordinary things. And of course, we've got the Cleveland Browns, the greatest football player of all time, Jim Brown. So there's so much to do in this town. And we're a bunch of hardworking, nice people. People who come here say, what a jewel of a city you have. And we do. So come on to the shores of Lake Erie, experience it for yourself, and you will see why indeed Cleveland rocks. I'm Arthur Bright, and that is today's Bright Moment.